You have started the game. You have gone skydiving with your friends over your spring vacation. When you get to the skydiving center, you are asked to fill out the following form.
State your full name. Sarvis. I am 18.
What is your skydiving experience?
I'm a professional.
You are eligible to skydive on your own. Do you wish to skydive on your own?
Well, of course.
You and your friends finish the paperwork and head to the airplane. When you get there, the pilot advises you and your friends that it might be dangerous to fly. He says he senses some strong winds coming, but he's not 100% sure.
Do you wish to continue?
Yes, I waited too long.
The pilot hesitantly starts the plane. When he gives you the okay to jump, you jump first to show your bravery to your friends. While you are in the air, a strong wind blows you away off course from the landing area. You panic and open your parachute. This makes things worse. The wind takes total control over where you're headed. You start losing consciousness. When you wake up, you find yourself hanging on a tree. You are faced with two options.
Choose one.
Wait for help to come.
You wait hours for help, but none comes. You end up cutting the string and start looking. You look around but see nothing familiar and help is yet to come. You must survive until help shows up. What will you do first?
Choose what you want to do first.
Build a shelter.
You work on the shelter for 3 hours and have made a lot of progress. Do you wish to rest and collect your energy?
Yes.
Good choice. You rest for 2 hours and collect your energy.
After you rest and collect your energy, do you wish to continue working on the shelter or want one other following?
I'll look for water.
You find a river and drink water. You get lucky and don't die from dysentery. You have been surviving on this island for 5 days. You have had enough and want to devise a plan to get rescued or leave the island.
The following are the plans you came up with. Choose one that you want to execute.
I'll build a raft and sail out.
It takes you 3 weeks to build and supply a raft that is ready to sail. Once you sail out, it takes you 2 days to get to the main island. When you get there, you realize you were only a couple of miles away from the main island. You weren't able to see it because the main island was on the other side of the island you were on. Okay, now that we've played the game, let's go over the code and function used to build the game. The first function is play RPG.
Play RPG calls on tidy up, which cleans up the windows. Then main is called on, which is our main list of functions.
The first thing that main does is call an introduction.
Introduction displays the title of the game with an F for an F statement, and then just gives a little context to what's going on in the game at the time. Then it ends.
In the introduction function, you are asked to fill out the following form. Here is where the following form is displayed. The first thing that is asked is the name. Here's where we use the input function. And then your age, and then here's where the menu is used. Below that, we use the if-else-if statement. Here's our if statement. And then first question. The first question, you are given the option to continue or come back later because of the reasons stated up here. If you choose to continue, this will display, and then the next function that called up is continue game. If you do not choose to continue, this will display where you cannot continue. Let's say we choose the first option.
Continue game is called upon. And continue game asks the second question, which is basically where you wake up and you're faced with a couple of options. You have the choice of picking option 1, saying if choice 3 is 1, then you'll fall on the ground and look for help, and if not, nobody comes. Question 3 has the question up top and a couple of options down below using the menu function, and then there is an if else statement.
If you choose the first option, which is build a shelter function will display. If you choose try to start a fire, which is the second option, build fire function will display. And if you choose the third one, look for food function will display. Here's the first function that will be called upon if you choose build a shelter, which asks a couple of questions, and depending on which question you will answer, you will be taken to the ending function.
Right here, ending is basically you've been on the island for 5 days, you're sick of it, and you come up with 3 different plans. You're prompted to choose from them. You have your case 1, then you have your case 2, which is plan B from up here, and then you have case 3. Basically, depending on which one you choose, it really doesn't matter, but you get a different outcome down here. This will display if you pick 1, this will display if you pick 2, this will display if you pick 3, and then the game ends after that. There's no more options.
The build fire function and look for food function are pretty much same as the build a shelter function. They will just take you through the same options in different orders and ultimately lead you to the ending function.
And that is our role-playing game.
Thank you. Enjoy your life.